Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do some spraying today, and I'm walking down here to this food plot we worked on before, and we're gonna talk a little bit about this and what I should have done to start with, and we're gonna look at a few things, and most importantly, we're gonna spray, and you'll see why in just a second. So coming down here past this cornfield back in the corner where we did this food plot, you know, I'm walking along and I see where I spilt some seed and it's coming up good. And I look out here and I'm thinking, you just stop and take a look at that. Now, does that look good or what? That is a food plot. But we can walk along here and we can see that we've got some turnip, some rapeseed, some ryegrass coming up. Well, then we get on out here, it's still looking good. There's some in here, still growing good. But as we get over here, you'll notice, you're like, okay, you got lots of sprigs coming up. All this stuff right here, all these small things. And on out here is nothing but small, brand new, just popped through the dirt Sickle Pod. Now, you may not know what Sickle Pod is, but we can look over here. It's a little bit bigger up under the corn. It's all in there. And these things get about waist high and they have pods on them, thus Sickle Pod. And thousands and thousands and thousands of seeds. Everything you see here is Sickle Pod for the most part, and grass. And as you can see, crabgrass is in there. Look at this. This looks so nice, right? No, 100% Sickle Pod. So we should have done this to start with. We should have sprayed this. This is all grass. This is all Sickle Pod. Now, every now and then you'll find you some food plot seed that's come in, and it would be good if it was not for the Sickle Pod. It would be good. And you'll look right here. You can see why I want to do a food plot back here. This is a major travel corridor for these deer. They go back in that cutover. They like these acorn trees. We got nothing but Sickle Pod, folks. And we're gonna have to spray and start over. Looks amazing, but it is terrible. So we're gonna walk a path and we're gonna walk back and forth and we're gonna make sure everything's covered, and we're gonna start over and do this thing again the right way. Also, if y'all wanna see something really cool, there's a track right there and a track right there, y'all. Look at that. It's literally no bigger than the first joint of my thumb there. That, and there's another one right there. That, my friends, is a tiny, tiny fawn. Just dropped. They're probably not far. So I'm not gonna lie to you, that hurt a little bit. I mean, we've got some nice growth in here. I think it was over here, some good turnips coming in here, all through here. Actually have some good turnips coming in over here as well. But y'all, it's all grass, all Sickle Pod. And I saw a bigger one earlier. Let me see if I can find it again. Here it is. Here's a bigger one. This is a Sickle Pod plant, and I mean, it's just look at this. It's covered. All of that is Sickle Pod. All of this Sickle Pod. So that hurt a little bit, but it's sprayed. Nothing we can do now but wait and let it die. And hopefully, I think we've still got enough bare dirt here that we can start over again, and I'm not going to disturb the soil. You can see when we used that rake, you can see right where it went. and where it turned up all those seeds that were left from last year. And it brought up nothing but this Sickle Pod. So we're gonna wait. We'll see what happens. Hopefully there'll be some more rain in the forecast and we can just broadcast it. And we might just drive the tractor over it some and let the rain do its job. This farm is an organic farm, and so they do not spray. And you can see the results of it. And you can look in here. You get in here in this corn, you can see the results of it. It's nothing but Sickle Pod. Be that what it may, we're not going to get into organic farming and normal farming. That's not what this video is about. But we do have some good news. We're going to come over here and we're going to put out our a new mineral site. Also, does anybody know what kind of eggs these are? Does anybody have any idea what kind of eggs these are? There's another one right over here. Anybody have any idea? I'm assuming they're eggs. Maybe they're not. We're gonna put out our mineral site. Ground blinds going right in there. Actually, let's talk about that for a second. So I'm gonna put a ground blind up in here. It's gonna be about 30 yards right in there where that grass is. Right in there, that green grass section. There's a stump down that's right in there. We're gonna put in our mineral site. We're gonna put some corn out. We're gonna put some big tine out, and we're gonna sit right in there. Point being, the wind most of the time, before the wind changes in late October to November and we get a more north flow for the most part, we've got a south wind. And so it's blowing back in there. The deer are gonna come across here and hopefully work their way here. Now we've got a ground blind right here, and we can do the same thing with that south wind in our face right there. There's a stand in the tree right there. Hunt over this food plot. We can do the same thing. But they filter out of this cutover down in here, back over here. So we're gonna get that corn out. We're gonna get that mineral block out, and we've got a brand new camera that we're gonna put out, and hopefully can bring you some new footage. Not too shabby. Got a couple more bags to put out, but I'll spare you the boredom of that. Set our trophy rock on top of there. That was perfect placement. I did not put that huge rock there. That was already there. I saw that and I said, well, if we're gonna be sitting behind that stump right there, our ground blind's gonna be back there. That's gonna bring us a little bit closer. If the wind's right, this should be a good spot. I dribbled a little bit of corn back out just to get them in here. They sometimes will come from over in this direction, but most of the time they're gonna come from this opposite side over here and work their way over here. There's an oak tree right here. We'll drop a lot of acorns. This is a really good spot. And with the wind right, we'll be able to sit right there. You can see I've already sprayed my path. It walks on in there, so I won't be crunching, cracking the whole way through. And I'll actually enter from way up there and come back through, so I won't have to walk down the edge of the field here. But you all know that. If you're a hunter, you know those kinds of things. If not, stay tuned to the next scrapping video, I guess. But we got this out. Let's see what happens. Let's go grab this new camera and get it set up. We're gonna be putting, if you follow on Instagram, you'll see that I grabbed a couple of these the other day. A900, I've had a few of these over the past 4 or 5 years. They've changed a little bit, but I think they're still very solid for the price. Can't beat the bundles. Not sure how long the Moultrie batteries will last. I'm sure they're just as good as the others. Comes with 8 batteries, 16 gig card. You can leave that on video for a while, even more pictures. We're gonna sit this up in here and try our best to catch us a monster on the loose. Camera is up. Hopefully this will be a good, funny trail cam picture if it's actually working. If it's not, we'll know in a couple days. I'll come check it. We're set up here. Whoop. Dropped a little bit of trash. Got our spraying done. Grab the tank. We're out of here. All right. Well, done with that. Hate that I had to spray all of that. There was actually more good vegetation that was coming up once I got a closer look, but it was within a couple of weeks, it was just going to be absolutely covered up and overshadowed by all that Sickle Pod. So I had to do that. I had to get rid of it. I think I'm just going to go with possibly just some soybeans. And I may mix in some of the other stuff too. I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of late. I may not do soybeans, but I think I've got enough seed left over to do it either way. So we'll see. But I'm definitely not going to drag that dirt the way I did the first time and mix all those seeds up again. It just absolutely just blew my mind how much of that Sickle Pod came back up. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something. I did. I do not consider myself to be a food plot expert. I do not consider myself to be a professional hunter. I enjoy hunting. I enjoy the outdoors. I enjoy getting out and doing a little bit of planting, driving a tractor around, whatever it may be. I do enjoy that. And I want to attract as many deer to my area as possible. And I think food plots will help do that. So I'm trying to learn that. I'm trying to learn that whole aspect and really get down, narrow down a plan that I can, reproduce year after year. So that's my goal. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you learned a little bit of something. I know I did. And if you don't like hunting videos, all I can tell you is wait till the next scrapping one. If you don't like the scrapping ones, there'll be another hunting one. So that's why it's the hunting and scrapping channel. But thanks again for watching. Please continue to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Don't forget our giveaways coming up July 4th. We're a few weeks out from that, so make sure you stick around for that. And when that video pops up, make sure you go and like and comment that video. All the rules will be posted soon. But once again, I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next video.